Hi, this message is from Happiness Matters Podcast Edition. Yay! I'm Goddess Valentina, your energy healing goddess, here to send uplifting and inspiring messages, to do my due diligence, to help assist with positivity in the universe. So, I want to try to do something, I've had wonderful experience lately for a while now, and my clients also have enjoyed this experience, and so I want to put it out there into the YouTube world. Whoever might land on my this video here, and see if I can do it justice. And candles and the language they speak. First commandment is let there be light. And light is extremely powerful. And when you're dealing with fire, fire is light, it's a purifier, it's also a destroyer, if it's, out of hand, light can help us see the way, it can lighten the path. There's a lot of symbolic meanings with fire and light. And the candles communicate with us, and it's just so amazing, and you should try it, especially with two candles. If you take two candles, say you just, before giving them an assignment, because candles need a mission. If you have a glass pillar candle, if you have a glass candle, you want to clean the outside of the glass. You don't know who has been touching it. You only want your energy on it. You want to clean the glass. You want to sit with the candle. You want to scrape the top off of any dust or any of that element. You don't want anything interrupting the sacred burn that you're about to do. You want to connect with your candles. You want to think, why did I buy this candle? If you're doing it for energy work, because some people buy candles just for the ambiance. But when we're talking about energy work, so why did I buy this candle? What do I want to use it for? And I always salt the rims. I put a little water, a little oil, and I just put some sea salt around the rim. And I don't like any kind of interference with my burn. I just want me and the divine. I don't want anything else trying to come in, because all energies, lower and high energies, are drawn to the light. So we don't want to draw anything that is not for our positive good to be drawn to the light. Okay, so getting back into it, if you did this to two candles and you burned them side by side, they'll burn still. Sometimes one starts flickering and maybe one stays still, but it's interesting when one flickers and then stops and the other flickers and then stops. And sometimes they dance side by side together. They sway back and forth. Sometimes they're low together, sometimes they're high together. The candles, sometimes they pop, they make noise, and it's just depending on, it's just so fascinating to me. What do you charge your candle with? What is the intention? Okay, I'm going to use this candle for cleansing and purification. I want to cleanse anything that's unseen to me. I want to cleanse, remove, break, and destroy. Also, I want to add yellow, the vibrant color of yellow, and joy and happiness and love into my energy field. And so I want to burn this candle with this. Once you give the candle different assignments, they will burn very differently because they're doing different things. And once you hold them, and you hold the candle next to your heart and you have your energy with your hands, really think about the intention of the candle and thank the candle for the work it's about to do for you. And I'm telling you, amazing things have been done with clear, dedicated, focus, energy clearing work with candles. I mean, I'm talking amazing. When you add a cleansing incense to it. Like I have angel fire that cleanses or kicks, it cleanses and everything. I also have different other blends that can be created. I have a love blend because I love to send light and love to my close family ones and stuff like that. And their lives tend to be just a little bit lighter and a little bit easier. You know, you want to always, you never know what's going on in the back end. You never know what people have going on for your good or for your not for your highest good or for your highest good. You just don't know. And so you want to have the pathways clear of all of these avenues. And it's essential for yourself. We can't constantly think about, oh, this person's doing something to me, that person's doing something to me. That fear is bringing that energy even stronger. You know, just the fear concept alone is frightening. And yes, on YouTube, if you search, you will see people do some real spiteful, evil stuff with candles, and it's downright frightening. And so, because of this, I want to make sure that the people, the clients, the loved ones that I know, the light workers that are out there, they are probably aware of it. Some people are completely not. People don't even want to associate with that kind of stuff, but they don't even want to really want to know. And I'm frightened that people would actually do this stuff, because once you start doing this kind of stuff, you will always have to continue to do this stuff when you're doing evil stuff, because it's like it comes back in your life in one way or another, and you're always having to correct issues. When you're dealing with positivity and energetic work, and you're just working with love and clear intention, and you're just saying, you know, please clear what is unseen, please remove any blockages. When you're speaking of very broad and very high level words, it will do the task and without any debt being repaid, like in other practices that are people doing. And so when you're working with, that's when you're working with, you know, clean, beautiful, you know, universal energy. So the candles, they communicate with one another. And once you understand, once you really clearly identify what the role of the candle is, you can kind of understand, you know, the flame, you know. It's very difficult to go online and look under, okay, if the flame is jumping and hissing, what does this mean? Because in these botanica shops, they have a specific religion they follow. So when they're following this specific religion and stuff like that, this is what their candles mean. But when you're doing angelic metaphysical work, the candles are responding to what mission you've given them. You know what I mean? So it's a completely different meaning, and it's very little information out there. And in time, I'm going to produce a document to assist with to gather more information. Also, you will see, if you search on YouTube, you will see people who have burned candles, and the candles are like midnight black. I mean, that is frightening in itself. I mean, that's a lot of energy in that kind of candle. And so to prevent all of that kind of stuff, we don't want the candle to be a sponge to absorb all that stuff that's out there. We want the candle to go out and cleanse and fight and illuminate and bring, you know, to do its work. You know, we're not trying for it to do it all in our little house where our candle is. We want it to do the energetic work out there in the energetic universe. And so, you know, the glass will be different. You will see different shades of burn on the glass depending on what the candle had to go through, especially if you get one of those tall pillar candles. Those candles, if you don't burn them all day long, those candles can last for a couple of weeks. You know, if you're just burning them at nighttime, if you're turning them off, you know, and once you turn them back on, refocus your intention. You know, what is your intention for the candle? Just connect with it as you're lighting it. Just don't light it. Just say, okay, This candle is for cleansing and purification. Just put that out there just to recharge the candle and keep it going. But the longer you have it burning, really does some really good, deep cleaning work. It really, really does. It really just gets all the nooks and crannies out. And I have people in my family and stuff who have very strong, difficult energies and that are connected to me. And if I ask to cleanse and remove things off me, next you know, the energies are a lot lighter on their end in response to me. And doors start to open for me. I receive more, universal blessings. People might give me free things. I might win some money, like a few dollars. I might get gifts, all kinds of things happen. I might get favor at work. Um, things just more blessings tend to come. And it's not like all magical, like, ooh, I'm doing magic. No, you're clearing the pathway for the blessings to come through. It's just like, I hate to use this analogy, but it's like being constipated. When you're constipated, the energy is stuck, it's stagnated, and you need to, have a laxative. The candle's kind of like the laxative to remove all that stuff so the energy and so the food can pass and so the energy can pass through. And so you can get your blessings. We shouldn't have long periods of stagnation. That's not good either. You want to always have just throughout your life, even if you have highs and lows, you're supposed to always, every so often, have some sweetness that comes your way. People just a little extra sweet to you or whatever. That's the way it's supposed to flow, more of a harmonic life. You will go through challenges because you need to grow and evolve and different things. Maybe you didn't make the best wise decision in something that you were working on. Maybe you thought you did all the research and you didn't, and you've gotten some issues now that you need to correct. And this is all in the growth process. But in that time, you could be using the beautiful communication of candles to assist you, to give you guidance, to sit in a place where you can just talk with the candle. After you've connect with it and you've charged your energy to it and it gave its mission, as it's burning every so often, maybe late at night, early in the morning, whatever you're doing, connect with it. Because I tell you, if you're sad, the flame will go low. If you're joyous, the flame will go high, or even it might have a nice flame, but it will bright. It will turn like almost white. The flame will turn so super, super bright. If you're really angry, the flame could start moving all over the place because it's connected to your energy. So when you're doing candle work, you also have to be very conscious of your behavior and what's going on because it's an extension of you. Your candle becomes like a child. It becomes your baby. It's yours and it's an extension of you, and you've given it a mission and they are fulfilling their order to do what you're asking to do. So, I would really, not just like, let me just go buy a candle, dollar candle. No, when you get that dollar candle, now it's like an orphan. Now you're bringing it into your home. So what you're going to do is you're going to clean the glass. Use some soap and water. I like to use Florida soap, which is a high vibrational soap. I like to also spray with rose water because rose is one of the highest vibrations. Rose oil is the highest vibrational oil and is extremely, extremely expensive. But I don't have rose oil, so I use rose water. And I cleanse and I spray the glass with that. I also make sure that my area is cleansed and high vibrational, you can sage it. I also like to use sea salt water to wipe it down, holy water to bless my area. Okay, you want to scrape the top of your candle to release all dust and elements that might be on it. And then you want to get a blessed oil. You can have essential oils of your choosing, whatever one you like. If you get a holy oil, you want to go in a circular motion, in a counterclockwise motion, going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you want to do this. I want you to be in concentration and just do this and just think of your intention. Say, candle, this is what I need in my life. This is what I need you to do, and just sit there and just connect with the candle. Are you connecting? I'm connecting. And hold that candle to your heart, because the heart energy, that is where the divine intelligence is. That's where God flows, is through your heart energy. So hold your candle to your heart and rub inside and rub inside. And once you're done, everything is placed, and you could burn your candle. And I like I told you, I'm an energy healer, so I have other energy herbal incense that I use to burn along with the candle to assist with cleansing and removing, because I'm very, like, I don't want my candle to work so hard, so I use an additional incense. You can burn frankincense and myrrh if you like. That's a cleansing incense. It's a purifier too. It's a holy incense if you want to burn along with your candle. And I would, if you like music, if you like essential oils, whatever you like, I like to sit down next to it and just connect to it for a little bit and give it my blessings and my prayers. And then I go on with my day. If I'm in the house if I'm going to be in the house all day, I would really like that candle do a lot of good work. I also love to have a glass or a vessel of water next to the candle. This is a great gauger because the water will pick up the negative energy. It will have bubbles in it. Once things have been cleared, your glass should be clear with no bubbles. It's very interesting. It's so interesting. The water can pick up, and if you want to add a little sea salt to the water, you can, but the water will pick up the energy. So it's always, that's also a gauge. And as the candle moves through the journey of what their mission is, they may have a mission. The candle might last, say for instance, if you burn a pillar candle, it takes you a week and a half. So the mission is a week and a half. So during that mission, as the candle is traveling through your energy field and it's using the purification of the candle, and then whatever you use to charge the candle with, it's going to go through the process. So there might be periods where the water is clear, and then maybe on day 7 you have bubbles. So that means wherever the candle is in your energy field, it's working on cleansing and everything. And you want to change your water daily. You don't want to keep that water still there. You want to cleanse that water, and you want to keep going. And you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at how the water changes. Sometimes there'll be bubbles, sometimes there'll be no bubbles, and that'll be the process of the candle. So that could be like, okay, my candle has reached an area where there needs to be some cleansing and purification. So, when you see that, you might want to add more prayers. You want to work with the candle because your prayers is top dog. It is the most powerful. So you want to pray and say, dear God, please help me. Dear God, please bless me. Whatever you want to say, divine, whatever you want to say. I'm sorry, I don't want to, I just want to give you an idea of what's going on. Candle is an extremely powerful tool to assist you, in your journey. Now, the candle just can't do all the work. You have to work on your behavior. You have to make enhancements. You need to make powerful changes sometimes in the physical realm because it's doing something in the spiritual realm. We have to humble ourselves. We need to ask for forgiveness. Our prayers are also cleansing tools. And all of this goes along with the candle. And let me tell you something, if someone is sick and you're doing a healing candle for someone and they've given you got to ask for their permission though. Because sometimes people don't like people doing things against their energy fields. And also it can rack up karma too on your end. So that's why when people are doing these nasty things to other people, it is never for they don't get benefited from. They actually harm themselves. And it's very sad. they harm themselves in the process. But as long as you have your cleansing things going on, all of that will be removed, and it will be transmuted. If you ask to be transmuted into light, it definitely will. But if someone is sick, they need to give you their permission to send healing. And if you're praying and if you're having a healing candle for somebody, and they will start to feel the healing. They will start to feel the benefit of it. Send angels their way, have the divine work on their behalf for healing. And you're sending that healing energy, those healing prayers, and they feel it. They feel it and they start to get better. People know when something is working. They can just feel a different kind of presence. You're like, you know what? Someone's praying for me today. I feel it. Someone is having me in their thoughts today. I feel it. Have you ever felt like that when you knew that something was going on, that someone was praying? And then you might get these calls from out of the blue, like, I was just thinking of you. And you could have been sending, you could have a candle that you dedicate to all your loved ones. If you want to do like a small work, like a tea light candle, tea light candles right now, they last a long, they can last like 4 hours. So say like you're home in the evening and at 6 o'clock, you want to say, okay, I want to burn a candle for all of my family and my loved ones. And you do a special prayer or affirmations or whatever you want to do, or you just want to focus your intention. Sometimes just sitting still and just letting your heart energy radiate through your heart, not from your head, from your heart energy. You're connecting your mind through your heart. Okay, and you're transmitting that heart energy to your family, whoever needs healing, whoever needs a blessing, whoever needs a breakthrough, whoever needs abundance, let this, I pray for them, help them, give them the light, give them the way. And you can do that for other people. You could send things to universe, when there's tragedies and stuff on the news, you can have a world candle for the world, for the universe. This is to add some healing, some comfort to people who are in so much pain, who are suffering, stuff like that. It's all different kinds of things that you can do, but the candles communicate. And they're attached to you, and if you have two or more candles together, they will start to talk. And when you give them missions, each candle has a different mission, then you'll see that they'll burn differently. And if you have a cleansing candle and that candle is burning fast, you know that candle had a lot of work to do, a lot of work. If you there's just there's so many different levels to candles. But on an angelic metaphysical side, this is the stuff that I have come into, my clients have come into. The candles will tell a story. There's a thing I call it candles on the sand. And these are the small little chime candles. They look like the size of like your middle finger. Yeah, probably like your middle finger. They're like that size. And you clean them, bless them, you can write on them, put oil on them, give them the mission, connect with your heart energy with the candle. And each candle, each color, you decide what it represents, and you give the candles a mission, and you place them in this grid like in a sand, and you lay out the candle the way you want to lay out the candles. And I'm telling you that some candles will burn quicker than other candles, especially if you light them all at the same time. It's amazing. Some candles will just break apart. Some candles will just burn straight down. Some candles will start to leak. Some candles will just spark. It's all different kinds of things. And as you're watching it, you should watch it, because they're telling you a story. And if each candle is given a mission, you make a note like, okay, the purple candles, my divine candles, and now they're leaking into a heart, which I have pictures of. I have pictures of a purple candle turning into a heart. And that was a promise, a promise that it will be fulfilled. So it was just amazing to see that. And you'll see a lot of miracles working with candles, but you need to connect with it and know that it's an extension of you. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to your partners and stuff like that, you always want to have permission from everybody. Is it okay if I could send, burn candles, in your name and stuff like that, only for the greatest good, nothing of harm or any of that kind of stuff. And once they're giving you the permission to do that, it's all fair game, and you can really do some really healing work, some blessing work for them. If you need some breakthroughs for them, cleansing work for them, if they're just too busy and it's not their thing. I mean, candles really, 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 really conjoined with incense, and if you have the water, prayers and meditation and focus, I'm telling you, you can really, really, really do some amazing things. I never had any luck in the long, long, long time ago when I try to burn candles, because I see things on the news or I see people putting pillar candles on the street. I had no idea what I was doing, and the candles will always burn out or like a low flame, and I was like, this is whack. This is not for me. But I didn't know. I didn't know how to the whole process of it and the whole energy behind it and how beautiful it is. I mean, you could make it as beautiful as possible, and remember, each candle color has a lot of strength. Remember, the rainbow is sacred, right? It's a promise that the Lord has given to us. So each color has a very specific frequency and it has a role to do. So when you're connecting with a color, think about the outcome of it. Think about what you're looking for. Gray candle is a great candle for neutrality. You just need things to be neutral. you know um Black candles have all of the colors of the rainbow. So it's an extremely powerful cleansing candle, and it works miracles. I've seen miracles in my life with the cleansing that I didn't know what was going on in the back end, the cleansing that was done on the back end. Also, I've worked with the beautiful white candle. I felt like the angelic purity, just to bring that angel presence, and the green candles, and the pink. It's all the purple. If you're looking for more, more divinity, just whatever you connect with is right. Never ever cause any harm and never do anything against somebody else's will. Especially like when people think of love, they want to go for those red candles. And absolutely not. That is just too, no. Love is a great pink candle, the gentleness, but you need to have permission from your boyfriend or spouse or husband, whatever, your partner. If you're allowed to do that with them. So if they say, nah, I'm not good with that, then do not add them to your energy work, because you are rocking bad karma. You are rocking karma because now you're going against somebody's will, and that's not cool. So you always need to have permission, and you don't want to do any kind of thing that affects somebody else's free will. Everyone has free will. And because maybe you want something and maybe they might not, that is not what this type of angelic energy work is. What you want to do is you want to clear the blockages that's in your life. Okay, you want to work on you. And you want to radiate from an energy of love. And from that, then everything else flows beautifully. You always want the highest good, and you don't want to inflict anyone's free will. Can you imagine if somebody inflict your free will? How would you feel? Like, I would be pissed off, like back off. You know what I mean? So I hope this is something that to think about, a different view on candle work. There's so many people have in their faiths, in their practices, They do candles all different kinds of ways. But in my practice, the people that I work with, my clients, my beautiful light workers, my light workers, they all are doing the candle work the same, and they're having a lot of great outcome, and they're understanding how to manage your energy. They're understanding that they need to, be really focused and really calm, and they understand how important that energy that they radiate through. It's just very important to be very conscious of the energy work. Not like, okay, I'm gonna burn this candle because these people are getting on my nerves. No, that is the wrong way of doing it. Yes, you might have conflict with people, and everyone has their own agenda. So what do? You cleanse, remove any kind of energy that is unpleasant, negative, or lower energies. And so you do a cleansing. You do candles or purifiers, let there be light. So you want to purify the issues that you're going through. And you're asking for love and grace and peace, neutrality. So if you want a cleansing candle, you also, the white candles, the gray candles, the brown candles are for grounding. The black candles is for really, the black candles is for really deep cleansing. And I believe that everyone should have a deep cleanse every 3 months. I think you should do that. I think it's essential for happiness, for making your life as smooth as possible. Okay, that's not including all the other work, your purification baths, cleansing with, the product called Angelic Blends that I have to cleanse your energy, to heighten your energy. So there's a whole other pieces to it. But for a deep cleansing, you're going to want to do that deep candle, that deep black candle. As for just maintenance, white candles are fantastic. If you connect with another color, if you have your favorite color, say my favorite color is teal. To me, that is my ultimate diva color. Anytime I wear teal, I always get compliments no matter what. I can look busted, but if I have on teal, I get compliments. So I wear teal sneakers, I have teal blouses, I have teal scarves, teal, teal is my highest color. When I'm not feeling the best, I wear teal. I love it. And the energy is always well received. So if you want to do like your power candle for yourself, identify with a color that connects with you, because you will give such strong energy towards that candle. Like, you know what, this is me, this is me, and I'm dedicating this candle for me, for all of my happiness, for what's going on. Whatever you want to do, you could find a color of a candle. Maybe once a week you do a candle dedication to yourself. You'll pick a candle and you'll light it, and it's your color, and you'll light it for the week or week and a half. Maybe you do a dedication once a month, whatever it is. But candle work is great. It should always be in a safe place, especially if you have animals and children. You need to have candles in high places where it's not going to be disturbed. Um, but I'm telling you, it is essential, especially in this time and day. There's a lot of lower negative energies that are out there, but there's also wonderful, beautiful, positive energies out there. And as long as we can continue to grow and understand how powerful we are as light workers, we will continue to bring forth higher energy into this planet. Everything is a balancing system here in universal energy. And I just want to know that you are important. You are amazing. You have so much to give. And as long as you understand, like I don't know what's out there that's negative, that is towards me. My name is being mentioned, maybe with my bosses or coworkers. I don't know what their feelings are. People might have jealousy, black eyes. You never know. You go to a hairdresser, they might have bad hands. They might have lower energies and they're touching your hair. And, that could, infiltrate into you. So you always want to be mindful of what are you doing, who's touching things on you, and things that you don't know. You want to always safeguard yourself with the things that you don't know. And so you always want to put that cleansing energy out there. You want to always put that beautiful radiance of color candles, whatever you want. Candles have their own unique energy and power. And you want to put the mission to the candle, and you want to do your work. Create it to your life and what it means to you. I have a friend who wanted a red candle for the love of her immediate family. That was just, when she saw red and it connected with her family, and she just wanted to do that love dedication for her family. And that is very beautiful. That is very beautiful to do that. So what do you connect with? And bless your candle. They say anoint your candle. Anoint your candle, bless your candle, infuse it with your energy. And please be clear. Do not be distracted when you're working on your candle. You don't want to have distracting energy fused in with your candle. Be very clear. Take your time in a quiet place and say, okay, this is what I'm doing with my candle. This is the energy work I'm doing with my candle. And just do it like that. You will be very successful, honest to goodness. If you follow the universal laws, cause no harm, ask for permission if you want to burn for someone else. And also, never inflicting nobody's free will, work on yourself. Remove these things from yourself, be of the highest energy and focus on your behaviors and how you're contributing to the situation. And don't think that you're perfect, because you're not. You're human. There's no one that's perfect. And your little ways can cause situations too. And so you just need to be humble enough, and ask for forgiveness, of the things that you know and things that you don't know. And maybe your ways are just too rigid. Maybe you're not working from compassion. So there's a lot of things of that, but candles talk to each other. Candles work for your benefit. Using candles for energetically connecting with the universe, taking energetic responsibility to cleanse yourself and to allow the pathways to constantly be opened and cleared. And so blessings can flow throughout your life, not just a dry season like desert. Where is it? Death Valley? Death Valley could be dried up for 10 years and then they'll have a super bloom. We don't want that. We want to constantly have fertile soil and just have constant new harvest, reaping new blessings throughout the course of our life. And it just makes things a lot sweeter, and you'll have a lighter way about you, and you just go on through your journey and you will see the benefits of it. You will have a happier life. And that's why my program is called Happiness Matters, because I want to make sure the people that I care about are happy, and that your happiness does truly, truly matter. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope this was insightful, and I hope that this makes you think, about what's really going on out there with candles and how you can incorporate candles and incense and all of these things into your life. And you will start to see the real benefit once you are connected with heart energy, clear intention, and always working on cleansing and purification of yourself and your energy field. Anyway, talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.